Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome to another Fortnite Battle Royale video here on the channel, where today we are counting down to the Chapter 6 finale, 0 Hour. As of the time of recording, it is just over 4 days until the event. It is the afternoon of Tuesday 25th of November for me here in the UK. That means the event is this Saturday, November 29th, 7 PM GMT UTC, 2 PM Eastern Time or 11 AM Pacific Time, but you are recommended to get in game early. The purpose of today's video, however, is not necessarily to do with the event, although the event has caused an interesting change on the Battle Royale map, which we'll discuss shortly, but we're going to look at our quests. So first of all, Fortnite OG Season 6 Week 8. This does appear to be the final set of weekly quests here in Fortnite OG Season 6. But anyway, they are as follows. Your eliminations is just 10 eliminating players. Really nice and simple. Your deal damage is 400 damage with pickaxes or rocket launchers, which is honestly quite an easy quest to do. If you're playing solos, rocket launchers is your better bet. Whereas if you're in duos, trios or squads, pickaxe people that are downed, and that will get your quest done nice and simply. Your search 10 chests is at Junk Junction or Tomato Temple, and this week's miscellaneous quest is to travel 1,000 meters in a quad crasher. Again, shouldn't be too hard. The easiest place to find them is over at Greasy Road. So, that was your Fortnite OG Week 8 quests. As for your Battle Royale Week 4 quests then, the final set of weeklies here on the Simpsons season is to gain 50 health or shield with tomatoes. That shouldn't be too hard. Your best bet is to probably land over at Cletus's Cornhole. Then, purchase 2 services from characters. Again, shouldn't be too hard. Just use the character map to find where they are. Then, party assisted, destroy 3 Homer cloners. That is not that difficult either. You just have to make your way over to them when they spawn in. Someone else might get it before you. That might be annoying in that sense, but it is party assisted. Deal 300 damage to bosses or henchmen is really not that difficult. And then finally, travel 500 meters distance in vehicles, again, is really not that difficult. So that is your weekly quests. Now, Springfield Stories. Starting off, the animated short doesn't appear to be in-game properly yet, but the Incredible Bulk came out yesterday. Go and check it out on Fortnite's YouTube, or when it appears in-game, you can check it out there. I'm not going to show it you in the video because of copyright purposes, but all in all, it looks like we are very much gearing up ready for the 0 Hour event to commence. But over into the actual story quests, the first one is given to us by Marge. This isn't the first time the town's turned against us. Sit tight and I'll put together a shopping list. So we're going to do Marge's shopping for her because basically she's not being allowed out of the house because the town hate them. But stage 1 of 8 is to complete Marge's lost and found quest. Do keep in mind that these story quests you do not have a full week to do. You literally just have till the end of the season. So you do only have about 4 days to get these quests done. But without further ado, let's jump into a game and check out what has happened in the Incredible Bulk. So then, the first big change you can actually see while you're stood on Spawn Island, and that is that the giant Homer Titan has spawned. He is no longer some clouds in the sky forming him in like a fetal position. He is back, he is giant, he is watching, and he is blowing bubbles. Which is honestly quite funny to me, but yeah, you can just see him constantly there off the edge of the map, off on the south side. When you actually go to the map, he turns to look at the map rather than looking specifically at the spawn island. So I think it seems that he almost like follows you. But anyway, for stage 1, completing Marge's Lost and Found quest, the easiest way to do that is actually going to be to land at Evergreen Terrace and get the quest from Marge herself. The only problem that then brings is the fact that I think a lot of people are going to be trying to do that. So we're going to try and do that, but when the storm first appears, I have something very interesting to show you all. So, coming to Marge, she gives you a quest, but we can also complete one of the part of one of the weekly quests from her, which is purchasing services from characters. If Marge rifts us, that just gets us out of the area quickly. And now we can focus on trying to do her quest. So her little quest here is to collect first aid items. But the first storm circle has appeared, and you might notice something a little bit weird there of it being a straight line in the minimap. That is because the storm now, for the remainder of the season, is in the shape of a 7. So that 7 is going to shrink and move slightly, so storm circles are not a thing anymore. It's a weird one, but honestly, should be easy enough to work around. Just do be careful, because I think it's going to catch people off guard, especially at first. Once we get a bit more used to it over the coming days or so, it should become easier. Whether or not this is the thing that they're going to keep in Chapter 7 is yet to be truly seen. But honestly, it's different. It's nice that we're having something a bit different for once. Let's see anyway if we can go and find ourselves another first aid item for Marge's quest. So folks, it seems that picking up multiple of the same item doesn't really count, but picking up 2 different ones does. But anyway, that has completed our stage 1 story quest. What is then stage 2? Stage 2, according to the bit in the top left there, talk to Marge to find who can help. Oh, so it's part of the same quest. It's still the same message. This isn't the first time the town's siding against us, but we just need to go and ask her who can help us. So I guess within the 7 storm, let's try and make our way back over to Evergreen Terrace to go and ask Marge. So it's time to speak to Marge. You have no idea how hard it is to juggle raising a family. You're right, I don't. And defending that family from an angry mob. Yeah, I can imagine that would be annoying. The more I think about it, the more I think Professor Frink might be the answer. If he can't fix this mess, we might be sunk. Okay, Marge. Hopefully the Peelfessor has an idea. But then, that then leads us on to stage 3, which is simply to talk to Peelfessor Frink about a solution. So I guess, without further ado, let's head north to Cletus's cornhole. I mean, I have to head that way for the storm, the 7 storm anyway. Feels weird. I can't even say, oh, I'm heading into the storm circle anymore. Oh, this is weird, but anyway, let's head on over there. So folks, one quick thing I just want to show you is how weirdly the storm moves to try and form this 7. If you just watch the screen, watch that map, you can see the purple is just like, it does start off as a circle off the edge of the map, but it's got to contort itself into that 7. So if you are in the storm and you're heading in towards the actual safe zone, you might get caught off guard by its erratic movement, which I think is one of the coolest things about this, because it's now weird to be stuck in a storm. So I guess with that said, let's go find the Peelfessor. So folks, here's the Peelfessor in the farmhouse at Cletus's cornhole. The solution was right in front of us, was it? You'll need to collect all of my most brilliant inventions and somehow improve upon them, which is by my calculation nearly impossible, but innovation thrives in desperation. Okay. And take these schematics as well, with the lines and annotations of the impenetrable complexity. That was the device! That was the device that Amy in the 7 used to speak to us on. Ooh, this is interesting now. Anyway, so stage 4, we need to find the Sarcasm Detector and Hamburger Earmuffs. So I guess without further ado, let's go find them. So folks, for the Sarcasm Detector, you need to head to Ned Flanders' house. And then when you get it, we get a nice call and voice line from Peelfessor Frink. So that is the Sarcasm Detector. That's part of stage 4. The other part is to find the Hamburger Earmuffs. So let's go and find those, shall we? So folks, the Hamburger Earmuffs can be found in the comic book store. And when we pick them up, we get another voice message from Peelfessor Frink. These babies will be in the stores, or he's still grappling with the pig who made tricks. Pickle Matrix? What's the Pickle Matrix? Why does that sound like... Why does that sound like a Rick and Morty reference? So, that then leads us on to stage 5 of 8. Again from Marge. I think I know how to get through to Homer. Talk to Marge to ask her... to ask for her help. Okay. I guess, without further ado, let's head back over to Evergreen Terrace yet again and speak to Marge Simpson. So folks, without further ado, let's speak to Marge Simpson. I know Homie's made a mess of things, but his heart is in the right place. He wants to make things better, but the best way to do that is right here at home with his family. I agree, Marge. Help me find a few things from around the house that will remind him what's really important. That then gives you a time-limited quest where you have to do a lot of different things around Evergreen Terrace. You have got to do this in the same game. So, oh wait, it's not even around Evergreen Terrace, it's around the map. A car's going to be your best bet then. So, you just got to gather the 8 photos around the map. I guess, without further ado, let's go on a tour around the map. So, you're starting in Evergreen Terrace, you are heading south on a road that is going to lead you down towards the town square, but you're not going into the town square, you're going to continue heading south through image number 3. You then progress a little bit further south, and then it's time for a little bit of off-roading for number 4, as we're basically cutting the corner, skirting around the edge of Springfield Town Square to pick up image number 5. Then image number 6, you've got to go even more off-road. We're not even going onto a dirt track, we are literally off-road, because we are then going to jump the river to head towards stage number 7, which is down at the Donuts Not Allowed sign. And then stage number 8 requires us to do the cutest thing possible. We are going to decorate this billboard. Now, this is a reference to the show, where in the show Homer has pictures of his family in the in the power plant saying "do it for her." Here we have changed it on the billboard so that it says "do it for us." Stage 6 then is given to us by Hope. Marge told me Homer responds best to anything bright, shiny, or fast moving. Okay. All we've got to do, head a little bit further south from that billboard so that we can emote near Homer to get his attention. So all you got to do is you sort of head down to the south side of the map, emote there, and then we get a nice little voice line now that we've gathered Homer's attention.
A wife always knows how to reach her giant gas husband.
And I always obey billboards, which reminds me, I gotta drink more slurp.
Time to fix the town. Your honey-do list is as big as you are.
No way that could go wrong.
Hope won't give that back until she sees reality. She's very Lisa.
I'm tired of being a giant. I've got a coral reef stuck up my butt crack.
You could stop snacking before bedtime.
I'm going underwater until you
I don't entirely know what I've just listened to. What do you mean you've got a coral... What? Fortnite. Fortnite, that is probably the weirdest thing you've ever done. But that does then lead us on to stage 7. Nice work, Marge. This one's given to us by Hope, and it is simple. Collect the 0-point shard. And it is up on the mountain near Camp Krusty. Now, I find it weird that they call it a shard. What the Dark Presence has in his chest, that is a shard. This is just a splinter of that shard. But, yeah, they're calling it a shard, so I guess, without further ado, let's head up to the top of the mountain and collect the shard, shall we? So, folks, here we are atop the mountain. Time to pick up the shard, which then unlocks stage 8 of 8. The final story quest in the Simpsons season from Hope. We have everything we need. Let's get to work. Take the parts to Hope. Now, Hope is over at the 0-point affected power plant. So without further ado, we're going to head over there. Possibly not in this game, but let's head on over there and see just how the story is going to end leading into 0 hour. So folks, after speaking to Hope multiple times and she doesn't have the quest, I can confirm the final quest stage is actually bugged. Which is really annoying, but hopefully they will finish it before the clock hits 0. So when they do complete it, come back and we will discuss the end of the story together. But up until now, it sounds like we've got Homer on our side, ready to help us fight the Dark Presence, or as it's now being called, the Demon Master. It seems like we're prepared to fight him in a few days. Homer is going to join us on the condition that we then shrink him back to normal size afterwards. But all in all, the time ticks down as we get closer and closer to the 0 hour. But with all that said and done, guys, that is where we're going to end the video for today. Stay tuned. Hopefully they fix that quest soon, and hopefully when they do, we can cover it here on the channel. But with all that in mind, guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you found it informative, enjoyable, and fun to watch as always. And I'll see you all in the next one.